funny.
All right, so
Top.
I do believe we're live, guys.
Are we live?
Yeah.
How long have we been live?
We should have gone live right at 8:30.
It's 8:30 right now.
I know, and everything's coming live right now.
Well, what are you drinking now?
In fact, we've been live for 17 seconds.
Live on the air.
Yeah. So
Where's our
there's a new
audience?
there's a new thing where the Facebook just did, and there's also so we can just did.
That's nice. You're in there.
Yeah. Hey guys, I'm just trying to figure out the new Facebook dashboard for their live filming. It looks like we're live.
I didn't say anything offensive.
Not yet. Trust me, he
commenters-
said plenty of stuff offensive earlier this evening and last night.
What did I say offensive?
I don't know.
Oh, that was the producer.
Hell, I can barely remember last night, but
The producer on his way out.
Yep.
He tried to Irish goodbye us, but he saw me see him.
Hey,
So-
can you pass me a Hunchdaga?
What are you drinking now?
Well, I will be drinking a
So-
Hunchdaga.
that was kind of cool. We could set up the live dashboard for a reminder thing now, and then I do have to turn off the. All right, if anybody can figure out how to turn the closed caption off, let me know.
For the
For the hard of hearing, I like closed captions. That's how I watch like everything.
All right, then we'll leave it. So let's get on with the show,
position?
guys.
Huh?
Me, I'm drinking Ace Joker.
I'd like to say I didn't drink any red wine today, but sometimes you just have to kiss the devil on the lips. And
that sounded good at home.
So yeah, for those that don't know, I had a little cookout at my house last night, and the devil made us do it. Josh and I ended up participating in the destruction of 7 bottles of wine,
Yeah, I was in on 5.
Yeah.
few cans or bottles of beer.
There weren't just any. We did a vertical tasting.
whatever good I did to my body by taking a month off of drinking, I officially undid it.
I
last
learned
night.
you that one, didn't I?
Yep. I undid it.
Also at the party was smoked brisket, smoked chicken wings.
No vegetables because we don't do those.
There was a spring onion on the green.
There was
chili
a
mac and cheese.
there was a green
Yeah.
onion chopped up for the mac and cheese.
If you count jalapeno pepper, cabot,
Cheese.
jack cheese, then
There's a vegetable in the cheese that counts. I mean, it's a tomato-based barbecue sauce. So there's a vegetable in that one
there you
too.
go. Well, is it? Thank you, George Bush.
Thank you, George Bush.
Well, technically, ketchup is actually a vegetable too now.
Yeah.
Ironically, the tomato, everyone knows this, is a fruit.
So, yeah. And then we had smoked salmon. God, everything was smoked, right?
Smoked salmon.
Everything was smoked. Everything was meat.
Except for the
Cookies.
We did not smoke
The cookies or the brownies.
the brats.
We didn't smoke the brats, but we did
what-
put them on the
but
grill.
what-
What did you do to those?
We just kept them on the grill cooking.
We did kind of forget about them.
Did anybody try them? Did they?
Josh and I ate them.
They did.
Josh and I, yeah.
That's good.
No, we ate them when they were like...
They were like
two, or-
lunch, yeah.
Yeah, we ate them when they were like actually ready to be eaten, and then we put them back on the grill and completely forgot about them.
Somebody else did eat one because
We only ate one apiece, and then there was another one missing.
Maybe your neighbor did.
maybe, yeah, the neighbors did come over. Luckily, it was because I invited them, not because we were too loud and noisy and obnoxious.
Also,
Who
I believe
would
we had,
ever
like,
get
8-foot
upset?
Fire by the time they came over.
Only a little bit, yeah.
Who would ever get upset at Metallica blaring at whatever time of night it was?
I honestly don't
No
think it
one
was that
did.
late.
I don't think it was either. I don't think it was that late.
I think we were all passed out safely by midnight.
Was it that early?
I think so.
Because when I woke up shivering at 5 a.m. with one shoe on.
Really cold out there, dude.
I woke up this morning, opened my bedroom door, and I see a flip flop on the couch.
It was so weird.
No
Just
Josh.
one flip flop. I saw that.
No
too.
Josh, no Nick.
I ghosted-
a flip flop
yeah.
on the couch.
I ghosted Rob after I saw the flip flop, but I was actually very happy. Oh, I think I just seen a familiar truck. That was my ride. I seen you left the one sheet that there was when you left on your sofa.
Just so
grabbed
you
it
know,
for
there's
the recliner.
there's a closet in the hallway that go to the restroom. All sorts of sheets, pillows.
guy says this now.
Well,
Yeah. I just always assumed there's one blanket at Rob's house. It's
Look,
the
he was
sheet.
he was full of great advice last night, but none of it was how to stay warm or where a spare pillow is.
Oh, yeah. So, long,
so we're gonna do some beer, I think.
long story short, we had a great time last night.
What was the name of that wine that we did the vert on?
Turley.
We did Turley last night.
Yeah, a lot of turley.
We only did vertical on one of the Zins, but we did drink a lot of Turley.
And it was all really good. One thing I can tell you is that the more wine you feed into these guys, they get worse and worse at like getting corks out of bottles.
Those
The
things were
bottles were-
compromised
The bottles were
Yeah, I didn't have an issue with
10, 12 years old.
with the one that you tried. Yes.
it. Okay. Okay.
It was true. Josh rescued a bottle. Rob just kept shoving the cork into the wine.
Yeah.
Josh
yeah.
actually got a busted cork.
Oh, thank you.
Just the little tail of it. He got it out in one solid piece without corking up the wine. You didn't cork up today's wine,
No,
did you?
but there are some
I
Sediment.
I rest my case.
up by the neck.
With this wine, I bet there is. The
Yeah, that's why I'm letting it breathe a little bit too.
No, did
That's
we
cool.
talk about what we're drinking?
I did. I said I'm drinking some Ace
that looks
Joker.
familiar.
Oh yeah, the Hun stage
Yeah. Is that a
from New Anthem. Hun stage.
Unstaga?
Don't hurt yourselves over there.
Unstaga.
Staga? What's the...
Unstaga. Yeah, that sounds like some kind of chant.
So do we have some beer that we're gonna try tonight?
Yeah.
I don't know. My brain's moving.
Unstaga.
Yeah, Unstaga. Yeah, that's what we're drinking over here, man. Oh,
Yeah, this is my farewell to Oktoberfest, I think. Getting a few of these fest beers down. It is a Marzen, Munich style fest beer. So, what does it have? Opal, Saz, and
Hello, Heather. Hello.
Alto.
Ain't seen you around the shop in a while, Heather. But what are we drinking
oh,
now?
what beer is that?
Did you guys forget that we're trying to rate some beer and wine here?
This is a good palate
Dude.
cleanser, actually.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
just really was... Unstaga.
Yeah, Unstaga.
Unstaga.
Yeah. I'm really enjoying this palate cleanser.
I got something. I tell you what. I know why I don't answer your question because you keep asking me what beer I have.
Oh,
And
so
I didn't bring a beer today.
Do we want to do that one
we
first,
gotta wake up. Is
or
that-
do we want to do orders of magnitude?
Well, orders of magnitude, if I'm correct, is an imperial
Sour.
Why don't we wake up with some coffee? Are you concerned about tainting our taste before we go after a sour? Is it coffee before juice? Or juice before
let me
coffee?
be 100% honest. I don't care.
100% honesty is being had there. Just does not.
Pure candid.
Well, I say coffee.
Whatever happened to candid camera?
Do you
Did we
shake
finally
this?
realize
This
that
thing
it's
looks like a
wrong to
yoo-hoo.
film people against their will?
So this is the Pabst Blue Ribbon
No,
hard
we did
coffee, salted caramel. Let's give it a rip. Brewed in San Antonio, Texas.
So
that's where they brew Pabst now.
So this is the Pabst.
Yeah.
So there's a whole
it's not really fizzy. So
a
it's,
whole plethora of hard coffee drinks in there, and you had to pick the PBR one.
It's the newest. We just got on the shelf.
Man, that looks like coffee.
It looks like a Yoo-hoo.
Well, if it tastes like the original Pabst coffee,
Was it a salted
that one
caramel?
tasted like a Yoo-hoo as well.
Go along.
This is hard coffee salted caramel. Pabst Blue Ribbon. It's not your grandpa's Pabst.
Yeah, Pabst Blue
Or did I
Ribbon.
just step
Or your grandma's coffee.
I think
someone else's product line?
I do think I think I've drank more PBR than any other beer in existence.
I've had a
in my
lot of
personal
PBR
life.
as well. Yeah.
I do love PBR. This is not PBR. It's made by PBR.
Is this chair squeaky enough? Can everyone at home hear that? Because this thing is killing me.
Also, watching Blue Velvet with Dennis Hopper huffing oxygen and like Pabst Blue Ribbon.
Yes.
I just like
You
I'm trying
wore
to.
blue
Velvet.
What about the old? Do you guys know that Pabst Blue Ribbon? What do you have? It's like the boxing Friday Night Fights.
Did you know like Blue Velvet took place in Lumberton, North Carolina?
Oh,
No, I did not.
Yeah, it explains why they found an ear in a field.
An ear in a field.
is that part of the movie? I forget that part.
It's the whole premise of the movie. They find a severed ear in a field.
Ouch.
Was it a guy's or girl's ear?
I think it was a girl's ear.
That probably affected her.
You guys aren't big David Lynch fans, are you?
No, that probably affected the way she
Lost
wore
Highway.
her glasses.
Lost Highway's a good one. That's
What-
even weirder than Blue Velvet.
Yeah, can I just?
Mulholland Drive is even.
Mulholland Drive, great. Did he do like the L.A.
I gotta say, Inland Empire was a little hard of a watch for me.
Okay, so
It's
very caramel on the nose.
it is definitely. This is like kind of.
It smells like something I pulled out of a cooler while I was checking out at Walmart.
Yoo-hoo!
Or a Monster coffee drink, or
I think it's the same as before. They just added
It's,
salted caramel and changed the
It's
color.
It's not particularly coffee tasting. It reminds me of those old candies, the coffee candy. You
Yeah, I know
remember
what
it's
you're
like a
talking about.
hard candy?
Yep.
That's
this
kind of the flavor.
this makes me think of like a secretary trying to be edgy,
Secretary trying to be.
Oh,
like putting it in her coffee
Okay.
bucket.
okay.
Like
So like we
it's
have,
like, yeah, this is coffee.
we have in the shop Rebel Cold Brew. We have Rebel Vanilla Latte. We have agave salted caramel. We also have had the just the agave cold brew, not the salted caramel.
the Rebel cold brew.
We have just the Rebel. The Rebel Black can is the just cold brew. Is it sweetened? It's sweetened.
Yeah, slightly sweetened.
So where does this fit on that rank and file?
Right smack dab in the middle.
Yeah.
It's just, I mean, drink 2 of these on your day off first thing in the morning. Boom.
See how that goes.
Mic drop.
Yeah, but don't you normally drink two of the agave
So,
cold brews?
I
first thing
like
in the
them
morning?
over ice.
I have a complicated relationship with those.
Ernie, what's up?
Ernie! Yeah.
So the
Lisa.
agave is a little different.
Lisa, she's trying to be edgy. Oh,
What's it? 12.5%.
she's trying to be that edgy secretary. So, so then Lisa, here you go.
Yeah.
The PBR hard coffee,
I do
salted caramel.
I do like the label. Seeing the ribbon.
Obviously, take it out of the
seeing
can before you
Pabst,
go into
like,
the office.
It brings it back. I feel
You
good
know-
about that.
If you took a can of this and blended it up with like the polar powder and some ice, I think that'd be interesting.
So today someone bought one of the other brands, and they asked for our house office mocha
And they dumped it in.
over ice, and 2 cups of tall with ice. Yeah, and they split their hard coffee with our office mocha.
I know who you're talking about, and they have been doing that, and it actually sounds really good.
I was like, I'm not a mixologist. Here's your cups. one mocha and 2 hard coffees.
Ernie says he's on the edge.
Oh, yeah. This is gonna be like a standing joke now.
Oh man.
Maybe I missed my calling, an edgy secretary. That sounds like a fun occupation. Do you think you have to work at a special kind of place, or can you just be edgy secretary at any given office?
Like when I think edgy secretary, I'm thinking like spunky like phrasing when she talks.
Spunky. And definitely she. Guys, and Ernie, I got bad news for you. The edgy secretary is reserved category. Can guys pull it off, or are they just sassy then? It's like, why is this guy giving me sass? He's not edgy secretary.
I don't.
Just asking. Hey, I don't want to leave
Just
anybody
asking.
out.
Oh my. So
I've never.
I know why you would have to.
I'm not saying that.
I know why you'd have to do 2 of those in the
No.
morning, Josh, because they go down so quickly.
Dude, like that.
It's like drinking chocolate
There's
milk.
a little
That
bit,
is legitimately dangerous.
there's
Like,
a little bit of like
Yeah, what's
a
the ABV on this
booze
guy?
style taste in there, but it's really not.
I'm never gonna be one to go along with the crowds of people saying, "Oh, they're marketing these to our kids," but I'm not gonna lie. If you were 14 and had that, there's no way you'd know there was booze in there.
Is Pabst Blue Ribbon still like? Do you think it has an appeal to youth, or is that just
5%.
our youth?
That's solid.
of a
Oh,
certain
PBR
era?
is specifically marketed towards young people
So like,
nowadays. It was such a huge push in college.
I'm like, what? I just thought it was like the hipsters brought it back. I don't even know who I'm calling hipster.
The history, there's
My cousin
actually
lived in New York. We
there's
full
a
on went to a
specific-
bar just to get a bucket of PBRs.
there's a specific, I forget who it was that came into PBR because it was a dying brand, and
Yeah.
he
Well, it's just that. It's actually just
or
a
she
brand.
legitimately marketed the brand towards like young people. Not necessarily too young to drink, but they specifically marketed it to college and
Do you know-
college age.
Pabst owns the Olympia label as well.
Oh yeah, PBR. They made so
the
much
water.
money.
Yeah, good call,
basically-
Rob. It definitely is.
So they basically made so much money by marketing to young people, getting their name back out, that they started buying up defunct old beer brands.
Yeah, and they got
and bringing them
brewers
back.
with
Like
them, too,
Schlitz is part of PBR now.
So it's
And they're
mainly
bringing that back.
a label, and then the brewing is leased out to groups. So
Yeah.
when I see PBR can that says San Antonio, that tells me that Miller Coors is doing the brewing.
The entire concept behind what they're
Especially the
doing
candy.
is glorious and beautiful and a genius business decision. PBR is a beast of its own. Not to mention the art contest they had a few years back where every can had different
I
artwork
love
on
how
it.
everybody thinks they're the cult following. Like, we're the only ones who were drinking, PBR back in the day. Yeah, I went to a roller derby. They were all about PBR.
Hey, dude,
You go
it
to a
won.
car show,
It
they're
won a
drinking
blue
PBRs.
ribbon back in 1893. It was world's best beer.
That's what the blue ribbon is.
Yeah, they won a blue ribbon once.
And if I'm correct, Pabst is originally like a Milwaukee brand, or is it just Southern Wisconsin?
I believe it's Milwaukee.
All right. Well, I finished mine.
Yeah, I'm long past.
All right.
Are we gonna do
Josh?
orders of magnitude? Can you pass that to me, Nick? With
No.
your long arms.
No. Yeah, I figured I'm also sipping on the long weekend. Had that last week on the show, and I just figured the name was apropos after Rob's amazing bonfire
I'm
last
gonna
night.
I'm gonna throw a little bit of the Hunstag in there to clean this glass out.
Oh, good call.
Rob, did you grab a Hunchtaga finally?
No.
Did you
I
give in?
got the Joker.
Hunstag.
I wonder if we're saying that even because
Hunstag.
I thought he said Uga Chaka.
No, where did that ever come from?
I can't stop that feeling.
Ooga chaka, ooga chaka.
Right? Isn't that
ooga
how
chaka.
that begins?
I can't stop
I'm
this
hooked on a
feeling.
feeling.
Oh, you just violated the copyrights.
Oh, damn.
Well, can you give credit to the artist?
Okay, so this
No,
is...
but you're going to because,
Who the hell did that?
Let's leave it up to the comment board. I bet they'll... If I just threw a name out there and told everybody, that would just kind of kill the fun there.
Edmund's Oasts.
I have an idea.
Edmund's
How about I
Oast.
write it down?
This is the order of magnitude.
is it the animals? No. Is it Herman's Hermits?
Herman's Hermits.
Josh's witness that I wrote down an answer. We'll see if we get...
Wait, that's it?
I don't know for sure. That's just my guess.
I got that on vinyl, bro.
You probably Ooga Chaka.
Hey, so
I don't know for sure. I'm
So-
kind of double thinking that.
so you and your pen over there are gonna pour that beer for yourself or not?
Yep. What's going on? I didn't even see it. It's under my microphone here. The Edmund's Oast here getting poured. This thing's kind of cloudy.
Yeah, it's an Imperial Sour.
Can't give Rob that much beer. He'll be all alone.
Don't give me any of it. I don't care.
It's all right. We got plenty of red wine.
I
coming
just
up.
wanted that camera to work. Make sure it was working overtime.
We got plenty of red wine coming up because that's what we need in our life.
Good God. Rob,
Good.
you went
God.
all the way.
All in.
Stop making all the noise in the studio, please. Any answers yet about who sang that song?
No, nobody cares.
That's good. That's good.
And I mean, yeah, we only have one viewer.
I know it's not the right song, but I just have I Can't Fight This Feeling stuck in my head now.
Lisa did. Yep, she's the only viewer. She's the only one who cares. She says, "I'm showing my age because I know it was B.J. Thomas that sang that song."
Yes. Awesome. So I was wrong.
You were wrong.
Yeah.
What's the one he did?
I'm.
Da-da-da-da-da-da. Right?
He did a bunch.
I think Lisa looked it up.
Because that's one of my mom's. That's
should I
actually
share? So
that's actually mom's like favorite album.
your mom is a Jerry Rafferty fan.
Yeah, you wouldn't think it. It's what City to City or whatever.
Sorry, I just felt good saying that.
Yeah, dude.
Nick thought it was Jerry Rafferty. That's who he was going with.
Yeah, that's
City to
what
City,
I wrote
right?
down. Yeah, he's got some classic pops.
So
I grew up listening to that. I had to catch myself before I said some bad stuff.
this
I got-
is
He's no Norman
the
Greenbaum.
Edmund's Oast order of magnitude.
It's an Imperial Sour with a bunch of fruit in it.
And something else going on. There's some
Imperial salad. Imperial salad. Imperial sour ale.
Imperial
brewed
salad.
with lactose and sea salt,
lactose. This thing tastes
With
like a yogurt smoothie.
passion fruit, mango, and guava added.
We just had our morning coffee, and now we're having a smoothie.
$5.25 for a 7.5
Look, we partied so hard
ABV
last
16
night.
ounce
It
can.
took us an entire day to wake up. I literally did. I showed up to the meeting. I did not know I was working the afternoon shift.
That's
That's the truth.
that was funny as
I
hell.
heard an order come up, and I said, "Matt, do you need help?" And he was like,
Well, you are my barista.
I knew damn well, like days ago, it's like it ain't me Monday.
I just started counting heads, and I looked at the lot, and I was like, "Oh, I see what's going on here." Just casually checked my schedule.
This kind of tastes like smoothie mix
I
before
like
you blend it.
this.
Yeah,
I
the
like this
tartness
so
to me comes from the guava.
But I mean, it's got a lot of really cool fruit flavors going on in this. Like this is
But the lactose, it gives it like this yogurt,
Yeah.
like Greek yogurt smoothies.
it gives it the viscosity.
the viscosity.
I like that. What's that? They got that like 14% fat yogurt out there. Its stuff's insane.
It has
They got a 14% ABV yogurt.
They should might as well be. It's yogurt's equivalent. Okay.
I might have to start eating yogurt.
I'm
boozy
telling you.
yogurt. Oh my god, that sounds amazing.
That'd be a good way to get me to eat healthy. Give me boozy yogurt.
Oh, you know what? I got kimchi in the back.
Oh my god, would you stop?
With the kimchi already.
Holy crap, dude.
That was
Kimchi.
definitely this because also the belch factor on the PBR was like nothing
Nothing,
because
yeah.
it was a flat coffee, but all of a sudden some bubbles and whew,
It does have a Chobani feel to it.
Chobani. So this has juice in it and it's an imperial.
Yeah, it's like 7.5%, which is
Yep,
relatively
7.5.
high.
So did they
for
ferment
sours.
this juice? This isn't like juice added. This is
I mean,
Actually, I think it is added
Okay.
because it does say on the bottom with passion fruit, mango, and guava added.
Well, I mean, that could be in the boil. It could be like partially through fermentation. So where you could add the juice like halfway through fermentation, so like part of the juice ferments.
yeah, added is a very particular word there. Actually, I'm kind of leaning more towards Josh here, rather than just the general sense of we made some beer and added this. They're literally describing their malt process, where it's a blah 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 with malt with added.
See, the thing is, like when
added
because
malt
when you
is specific to
however you describe your beer, it doesn't tell the addition time or how long, whether it was boiled, how long it was boiled.
Although this is the order of magnitude.
The only beers out there that tell you that exact kind of stuff are Dogfish Head, where the 60-minute IPA was boiled for 60 minutes.
So the order of magnitude, while it looks like a tarot card on the label, could that actually be a description of how they did the malts in the order of the poundage or the weight?
With their labels, man, there's like an esoteric or hermetic kind of artwork that they've got going on. I think
It's
it
like
deals.
somewhere between like a Greek classic and like a William Blake thing.
I really think it's more like the left-hand path and probably old school navigation lore and alchemy.
Yeah, I definitely love the old school navigation lore. Like I was into the old maps. I mean, I studied like the whole like.
They had a lot of imagery on those that
Maritime era.
because when you look outside of the symbology, it's like old school map style art, and then you have like the alchemical symbols.
Careful, pay attention to Josh's fingers as he talks about these. He might
I'm not casting
give us
spells.
the signals
It takes a lot of effort to cast spells, and I'm not doing
on
that.
the internet here. Just go ahead and put a spell on them.
It's not how
There's
it
a
works,
song
people.
quote for you. Rob, you're really clacking away
What's
there.
wrong
What, are you
with
typing up? Did you do your homework? What's
Yeah,
going
I
on?
just created a poll for our video.
Awesome.
The question
Yeah.
was, can you tell the boys got really drunk last night? And the two choices were, yes, they can't maintain a train of thought, or no, what's different?
Yeah. There was definitely a lot of people asking me, like, what's going on? I don't know. We drank a lot of wine last night. Like, I'm sorry, I'm moving a little slower today.
Red wine.
It wasn't altogether unpleasant. You know, like, I can remember
Hey, so did that poll show up for anybody?
in younger days when you think about just like a retching hangover and you got to go to work.
In days of old,
This
when
was
knights
just
were
kinda
bold
like-
and journeyed from their castles.
I
Trusty
felt like
men
I was
were
just
left
waiting
behind.
for like my plane.
Knights
like I was
needed
like
not the
walking through the
hassle.
airport, kind of like
I can sum it up by saying that I felt efficiently and effectively capped off at 70%
capped. That's
today.
70%.
Like you were not getting more than 70% out of me today.
I used that 30% walking home.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like that's where I felt when I woke up. It's like, okay, yeah, no, I'm just not 100% today. Just not going to be. Don't ask me to do a lot. I'll do some.
It's funny you mention that too because as I was attempting to take my morning nap between finally getting cereal down and continuing hydration on my own couch, my brother was playing one of those like a video game golf, like not just like a simulator, like one of the new games, like a
Oh
2021
yeah,
or
you were
something.
talking about PGA.
Yeah, so here's the deal. I'm a golf fan. I'll tell anyone. I go golfing. I'm not a huge gamer, but I think video games are cool. Okay. I thought I like golf. I could probably. I'm worse at video game golf than I am at real golf, which has me hitting like 126 strokes in video game golf. It's
That kind of
disappointing.
sounds like you're playing real golf, just not getting the exercise and walking around.
Equally frustrating. No, the violent yelling I go through and chasing the controller after I throw it gives me about the same exercise. But let me tell you, that's not even. This is not about per se the precision of golf or the attainment of the athletic skill of either video gaming or golf. Did I put athletics in the same sentence as both those?
I will say, if you are playing golf on a PlayStation or an Xbox, you're doing it wrong.
You're doing it wrong.
The only way to play a golf video game, the best way, the only actually confirmed good way to do it is Golden Tee.
Golden Tee.
With the little rolly ball. It has to have the rolly ball.
I hate those guys in the corner of the bar playing that thing. Like,
It's
what
amazing.
the heck is going on? Rob, do you remember?
They have leagues for that.
Yeah.
and everything.
Dude, I'll tell you,
Do you
dude.
remember? Josh
back
may
in-
not remember this. Back in the day, they had a boxing arcade game that they had in these bars. It had a punch bag hanging there.
Yeah.
It was called Speed Box or
Yep,
something.
I
like that.
remember that.
I just realized why our church group was cool. Because we had a Golden Tee machine
Golden Tee
in the youth
Pizza
group
Huts.
building.
Like
And it
all
was
Pizza
free.
Huts had Golden
You legit could just play Golden Tee.
I had gold tea
Pictures
machine in my
of
bar.
PBR and pepperoni
We'd
pizza.
play Golden Tea
Golden
2-3 times a day a night.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie. Golden Tee is like legitimately a really
The
fun
ball,
arcade game.
You just get fixated on that ball.
The rolly ball.
The-
I don't know what it's
else to
actually
call it,
called,
yeah.
but it's a rolly
I'm
ball.
pretty sure it's just a cue ball.
It's a rolly ball.
Like it's from an old pool
It is
table.
the rolly ball.
All right, so
And do they start off yellow or is that just the hand bar scum?
Oh, that's hand juice.
hand juice.
There was something else I thought about in there that might be mildly important, but who knows?
So I'm
Oh, I know what it is. The announcers in that game, they are just mean. They're not good for children. You should
Ooh,
probably.
that was so close.
They're like sophisticatedly undercutting. And it's bad enough I'm hitting one whatever.
Oh, that would have been great if you gotten on the fairway.
That's exactly how. And they say it so pleasurably. Like they're like a snarky like middle schooler.
Oh, maybe next time you'll make it to the green.
Yeah, Dad. Do you think you could have parked any further from the school? So like, think about that. And then all of a sudden, yeah. Well, that swing's really just not working out, is it?
You just get mad.
So I'm trying to take a nap, and I keep hearing this. Like Jim Nance is just undercutting my nap time before my accidental work shift.
Jim Nance is undercutting your nap time.
Oh my god. Yeah, so it's been a Monday. It has been a Monday. If there was ever a day that deserved the title of Monday, it's probably today.
All right, so
It did hurt a little.
it says this poll's active, but
People want to know how aging happens. I'm pretty sure what we did is how aging happens.
We've talked about Golden Tee and golf games long enough for Rob to create a poll.
yeah, but
That's
Website
pretty-
by the
but
time
but
we're
it's
done.
not there. I can't see it, so I don't know.
Yeah, why don't you just, if you spent more time keeping us in line, we'd be on the wine.
About the beer, I'd just say I love the creaminess.
We can tag a game.
The fruitiness is great.
Golden Tea.
We did get talking about the malts, and as I recall, Edmund's Oast, we always end up just talking about the way, how the hell are they constructing these malts? Like, it always ends up being in our discussion. So, label art, we definitely approved. I dug it. They named it correctly.
It says it's not active poll ended, huh? All right. Well, let me go back and
Change the expiration on that poll.
because on my end it says results active.
Can we get a Golden Tee machine here?
Let's just put it in Rob's office. Let's just order one.
Yeah.
Pinball.
Why don't we put more things in Rob's office?
Let's
It's
get
not like he can
pinball
get rid
and
of them.
Golden tea
I mean,
and a jukebox.
You know, if we moved the desk out, we'd have room for both of them.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's not
Small
like
office.
it's
And
not.
a laundry, and that's like the other side. It's like a laundry in there.
Oh, there's the pole.
yeah, we just move Rob's desk out, and then we'll have room for the pinball machine and golden tea. And then we'll be golden.
Listen,
It says voting is ended though. Let's.
we might need a bigger gumball machine. Maybe that's our way to sell that whole proposition to Rob.
But yeah, we put our own our own gumball machine in here, and like all the profits go to getting golden tea and pinball.
Yeah, Rob. Look, you got the corner on gumballs. Can I put in a runts machine?
No.
Runts, do they
What?
still exist?
You're claiming territory on
Yeah, it's my building and business.
it? That's fine. That's why I'm asking permission first.
And I'd say no because hey, it's a good idea. If you see a runts machine out there,
No.
you could take solace in that you had the idea.
Actually, I think it specifically needs to be one of those ones that has 4 different options that spins.
Yeah.
And with the
Also at Pizza
questionably old pistachios.
Look, they might have one in the old Pizza Hut.
Like,
a
how old
restaurant.
are those? Because that container looks a little dusty.
Everybody's getting candy and
Fake tattoos from the Pizza Hut ones, yeah.
yes. Yeah.
And the sticky hands.
And what is the sticky shit? I was
Sticky
gonna
hands.
like, what is that?
The sticky hands. And then
My mom hated that.
The little squishy
She would
balls.
take that from us.
Remember,
so
like
fast.
the little squishy balls on rope?
Yeah, squishy. Yeah.
Yeah, it kind of looks like a scrotum.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, why were they on the rope? I didn't understand it.
So you can fling your scrotum
No,
at somebody.
But classic jacks. You could always just end up getting a gumball and some jacks. You know, that was good stuff.
Jacks. Don't know how to play jacks. Never understood that concept.
Onesies, twosies, threesies, you bounce the ball, you grab the jack, you catch the ball. That's it. And then then next time you do it, you got to do 2.
I think society had advanced beyond jack
Great. It's great. All
by the time I grew
all
up.
the kids did it when I was growing up.
Yeah.
I want to vote. They let Lisa vote. Won't let
What are
me
you
vote.
ineligible for your own poll?
I don't know. Just won't let. I don't know where the vote's
Rob,
at.
are you pouring wine tonight, or what's your deal?
I was just kind of listening to you talk about playing jacks.
Our audience is wondering whether you're on the show or not.
We don't have an audience. Well, I mean, we have Lisa, and you know, she's loyal. Oh, I think we just lost her.
That's because you laughed.
It's 'cause you
laughed
said
her
something.
right out of the room. Outed her.
Oh, God. That's a lot lighter than I thought it would be.
Well, back to the Unstage.
Unstaga.
Unstage. I think should we call Chris and find out how to say this?
Let's not even worry about it. I prefer to be wrong. If I'm wrong, I want to be wrong.
Mr. Maker, where are you?
So
I'm not
How do
fixing it.
How do we pronounce this?
I am now pouring the wine.
Yeah.
Anybody want wine?
Okay.
Here, Nick.
Maybe
Hand my
Maker will
glass
pull
over
off a Dave Leffler. That was so epic.
So the only thing that I think would have made last night even better would be if Menker could have shown up last night.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh.
That would have been.
It seemed like it had a Maker feel. I do admire.
And let me
that.
tell you, Josh and I started the afternoon off with the cider that Menker left for the two of us after the last time he was here. And that was a pucker sour cider.
Sour. Sour. Hey, Nick, can you hand me that since you got long arms?
We're still doing this?
Yes.
So
Unstage.
So tonight we are speaking of Chris. This is one of Chris's, right?
No, that's Branson.
Oh, Branson.
Because that's the hippie liquid, the Druids
That's
Fluid.
right. That's right.
Yes. Is that what his delivery driver called it?
The hippie liquid, yeah.
He's got that name. It's hilarious. Yeah.
So this is the Druids Fluid from Troon Estate.
Branson
Winery.
said he names them all.
It is a vegan wine. Yay!
It's more than just vegan. Keep
There's
going.
no-
It's
There's a whole list.
biodynamic.
Yeah.
It's a red blend.
So is it organic?
Yeah, all it says biodynamic.
Okay.
It doesn't. It's
Because
not certified.
That's
with
from
organic.
Oregon, and Oregon tilth is the strictest of all the organic. Basically, if you meet organic,
Now they do
tilth
say,
or-
even though they don't have the organic, labeling, in the description they say Troon Vineyard practices biodynamic and organic regenerative agriculture and winemaking on our estate in Oregon's Applegate Valley. Druids Fluid is a naturally handcrafted red blend in the tradition of the country wines of southern France, but with a southern Oregon attitude. The blend changes vintage to vintage according to the whims of the Druids.
That's beautiful. By the way, Southern Oregon feel is incredible. Anybody who's been to Ashland, Oregon, authentically Southern Oregon. It's the home of the Shakespeare Festival. You get to just walk around and act like a bard. It's great.
They sound like wonderful people.
It's great stuff. Great stuff.
And,
It's an authentic copy of the Globe Theater, Rob.
I don't know, man. That performance by Rob was convincing enough. Like, damn, I want to go there now. Whoa. They sound like wonderful.
No, I
people.
don't work for the tourism board of Southern Oregon, but if I did, I'd tell you to book a hotel room in Grants Pass.
all right. So this is a Rhone blend, done in Oregon.
Yeah, I believe that's what we're dealing with. I thought about this as you read the label description and the way it said that. It's perhaps because this is a varietal blend that maybe one of the varieties or how they do their, how they're getting that. Maybe one of them isn't organic or something.
And they say that, right there it says that the blend changes from vintage to vintage.
Yeah, so I'm thinking it's just that simple. So probably mostly organic, huh?
Mostly organic.
Yeah,
All
organic.
All but 3 of the 4.
That
Or-
Mubadra just always gets us.
And it's
Yeah.
vegan, so no sheep pooped on it.
Hey,
My
I
glass-
will say, dude, I
My
ran
glass
across
is
a
broken.
funny.
Your glass
Funny.
is crooked.
Yeah. What's
Are you
so
sure
funny?
it's your glass and not you?
I actually
Did you spill some wine?
it's you or me. It's one of actually I think
I-
it's water.
I think it's me too. 'cause
I defer.
That's
Josh
mine.
said he saw a funny
Yeah, I saw a funny
direct quote.
earlier, and it was basically people talking about Korean food because that's just what I'm obsessed with right now.
Yes, if you've not been around Josh in the last month,
By the way,
he can't have any conversation without bringing up something Korean.
thank you for
Okay.
the ramen
Normally
today.
kimchi.
That
That-
was from China.
Spicy lobster flavor was incredible.
Yes, it smells awful.
We're
but
sitting in
it
the manager's meeting
tastes
today, and he is
whole
eating a
lot
soup
better
and
than it
pulling
smells.
small shrimp out and setting them aside on a napkin.
I did. I had been eating them the whole time, and I didn't realize they were just little baby grass shrimp.
And you're supposed to chew them up and
Yeah, but they're actually really hard to swallow. You're not supposed to chew them. You're supposed to just eat them.
They look funny in your.
you're supposed to eat them without swallowing them. Is that what you just said? You're not really supposed to swallow them.
You're not really supposed to
just
chew
eat.
them. You're supposed to just kind of.
And they're just like little brine shrimp. Like I would feed my goldfish.
Yeah.
It's a lot of shell.
So they're those little sea. What are the little
Like sea monkeys.
sea
yes.
monkeys? Yes.
Well, they make a great soup.
Do you think it's possible that we're all experiencing just a total regression due to the nature of the depravity of our party last night? At this point, we are talking about sea monkeys.
All right. I will say the funny I saw was talking about.
Oh, we're coming back to that now. Okay.
I prefer vegan meat, especially like cows that are grass fed. Because somebody's like, is there like vegan options? And it's like, yeah, I like vegan meat, like cow.
I'm sorry, this whole grass-fed cow thing. What else were cows eating?
Yeah.
Well, they were grinding up dead cow and feeding it to cows.
Do people know that corn is a monocot, which is a grass?
They were grinding up dead cow and feeding them to cow.
Isn't that how you get mad cow disease?
Yes, that's how you get prions.
A spinal fluid.
That's why cannibals get prion diseases. Like when you eat your own like species, you get prions.
Don't look at me. I'm not a cannibal.
How many species brains have you eaten?
Probably 5 or 6.
Yeah, which by the way, pork brains are highly overrated. Like they're not that good.
Do you have to go puke now?
No. I finally took a sip of the red wine.
Did it bring back memories from last night? Did you flash back to...
It just has this familiar glow, this taste. I feel like, almost like, did you see that really awful Denzel Washington movie in New Orleans?
Oh,
Like a ferry explodes or something?
Could you be more specific?
Just
that's the one where he's like all meta and like time itself.
Deja vu.
Deja vu, yeah. It's like he gets wrapped up in like some kind of time-based experiment or some shit.
This movie is worse than Face Off. Okay.
Face Off is a classic. Shut your mouth. Shut your face.
Shut your pie hole.
Look, and rest his soul. If Patrice
The
O'Neal,
only movie that's better than Face Off is Con Air.
And yes, I am. I'm quoting the famous comedian. I do like that. I saw that in the theater.
Con Air, dude. Come on.
Yeah, that was an early PG-13er.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's get into some wine.
What'd you do when you were 13? I went to Con Air, made out.
Why would you choose to eat it? Lisa's still with us.
Lisa,
She's like,
she couldn't help herself at this point.
Why would you choose to eat brains? Gross.
Probably at the same time I
they're
decided to
zombies.
watch Face Off and then Con
Because he's a
Air.
zombie.
On air with a couple of zombies. They eat brains. They full on had an answer to that question. I'm actually glad Lisa chimed in on that
to
one.
show you how like off whack this whole night's been. Ernie left us about 35 minutes ago.
He probably just couldn't. He may have fallen over, busted a gut.
We've been on air for 48 minutes. He came on at like 10 into it and then left at like 11 into it.
Off night, huh, boys? Can you guys do a good Ernie? I can't quite do it. Rob, do you have a? You don't have a Manish brogue, do you?
No. I wouldn't even know where to begin.
When you talk about your boys in Kenny Bunk, I can't. Do it.
But see, that doesn't sound like Ernie. Yeah, like
Yeah.
no, Ernie has a very specific timbre to his voice
Oh,
that
no.
I legitimately can't. I can't even begin to think of a way to talk like Ernie.
I always wonder a little bit, is he about to complain about something, but he just talks about something, and I keep waiting.
So yeah, there is that little bit. There is that little bit of Charlie.
yeah.
I like Ernie because Ernie brings good beer.
Yes, Ernie's beer was fabulous.
Ernie's
thank
the
you
man,
again last
dude.
week.
A
Ernie.
week later, I'm still talking about
That's
that
right.
beer.
And
That's right.
Ernie is one of the few people that I can legitimately talk metal bands with for 2 hours solid and not get disappointed. And we both discovered new bands that we had to listen to.
Hey, wait, a testament to what you're saying. I lose content after like 2 minutes. I'm like, oh wow, okay, so they're telling me who was in that band that I like and why I like it. That's cool. No, I actually enjoy listening to you guys. Like, I used to watch the metal show. Do you remember that one?
Oh yeah, that metal show. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
That's the level that we get to, man. Because we're like,
Hackney, call what you want, but I loved it. And like, here I am. We do the podcast. You know.
oh
so
dude, no, that
how could
show
I not
was
like what
great,
they were
man.
doing? That was kind of like, that was back before podcasts, and it was just on VH1. I mean, it was their podcast. They just sat on a stage and did what we're doing, talking about metal rock music.
I'll
It was
never
awesome.
forget that show, man.
I
'cause
never
they
knew
they
who the
had
Winery Dogs
they had a
were,
question,
but for them,
they had a question on that show one time, and it's like, who's the more aggressive band, Pantera or Slayer?
like standing questions.
Big
yeah.
Gene.
And
Yeah, hey, what's up, Gino?
And I'll tell you right now, I agree with 2 out of 3 of those guys that Pantera is by far the more.
Of course,
aggressive
Gene
band.
would chime in right when we're talking about music.
Yeah,
too.
it's like Gene knew the
Did
conversation.
You get the
was,
meta text too. I honestly, guys, where I went off on that was the deja vu of drinking this wine, and I still maintain it is an awful, awful Denzel Washington movie.
So,
Jesus.
but how
Don't get me
does
started on
how does deja vu remind you of this wine?
Have we had this before very recently?
In a tasting
Okay,
with Branson.
absolutely.
I do.
couple weeks ago.
I do actually really enjoy this one because this is actually one of the last ones I tasted before I came off my. Little,
I was getting ready to say this is your first time actually drinking wine.
it.
Yeah.
But I remember that I liked it enough that I was like, I think I made a comment like, "Oh, I wish I didn't have to spit this out."
And I think you said, "Hey, you need to pick this up so I can drink it when I'm not on the way."
When I'm not sober.
But I do like this a lot. I mean, it definitely tastes like hippie
You know,
juice.
sober Josh does have some good ideas.
Yeah, but nobody can stand to be around him to. Oh, I'm sorry. Were you here, Josh? I didn't mean to say that.
I am fine when I'm sober. I'm fine when I'm drunk. It's just
I'm
everything
just-
in between that's the problem.
I'm just playing.
I just need to. I need to be
Hey.
at. I need to be
Hey.
at one end of the spectrum. I
Rob-
just can't be in the middle.
Rob, don't get that critical around sober Josh, okay?
Yeah, you're right. You're right. So, yeah, Gene, they started talking about music a minute ago. We got way off track of the wine that we are drinking. We kind of got off the rails on the beer we were drinking. So, what now?
This wine's really tasty.
Let's talk about, Druid Fluid.
It's
Hey,
funky.
The label, by the way, has Stonehenge on it. That's pretty cool. And
A Stonehenge?
embossed. Yeah, you can feel it. Feel the
Oh, if I were blind, I'd be able to tell. That's a Stonehenge.
Is that lithography?
Oh,
Yo,
look,
yeah.
I can read.
Pictures of
the-
rocks.
I can read. Druid.
Hey, Rob, did you have a pet rock back in the 70s?
No, my mother did,
Fucking pet rock.
Pet rock was a thing.
and it said, "Turn me over." Seriously, my mother had a rock that said,
My
"Turn me over,"
grandfather.
and
My
turned it over.
grandfather had a pet rock.
And it said, and you turn it over and it said, "Thanks."
Not to make levity of this whole thing. It's getting kind of heavy with the rocks and all.
Nick, Gene
But
needs
your
to know-
mother
Gene needs
talked
know-
to rocks?
Gene needs to know what the House Rosé is. Y'all are serving the last time he was in town.
Flamant.
Flamand.
It has the flamingo on it. And guys, are we looking at reordering or what's the deal with
I don't know.
Oh yeah, we probably need to.
Does Gene need more of it, or can we just move on to another
It's not
rosé?
Gene, it's his friend. She's in love with it. She loves it. She's
Or
can I just have another glass?
or can we move on to another rosé? I mean,
I think that basically
I think it's a
Gene's-
good call to stick
Gene,
with that one.
Gene's friend found a rosé she likes, and I would say follow it for a little bit, but also don't be afraid to try some other Provençal. Okay, that's like from Provence, France.
sister-in-law
area.
loved it. Had 4 glasses.
Okay, we have several on the shelf.
That's what I'm saying, man.
All right.
Even Côte d'Azur will
When
fill
is
the
she
bill.
coming back in town, Gene?
I also know that's actually a really good one.
You need to give us like a 2-week
And the painting on it's
heads
really
up on when
cool.
she's coming back in town.
Swans.
It's a really good BTG one.
BTG. Did you guys catch that? He's dropping acronyms.
Big trucking
Goose ducking, yeah.
geese.
Big
What-
truck
what-
geese, yeah.
What is a BTG?
Yeah, big truck geese.
Yes, it had flamingo on the ball. Yeah, it's Nick said the name was Flamant.
Flamant.
Oh, BTG, that's big truck guys.
Big. Move them out and truck them.
You
All
look
of it.
like you drive a big truck.
Mama.
I do. It's a lot of people don't realize.
Your hat says big rig,
A Chevy
and it has a truck on it.
2500 is a rather big truck.
You're wearing a camo jacket.
I don't want it to fit in.
You look like you have a CDL.
I would.
You're both wearing olive drab over there, aren't you?
Yeah.
How come you didn't wear green tonight? I thought that was the thing.
Because I didn't want to like get lost amongst the drabness.
The drabness.
Hey, that wine's got a good. No, that was the wine.
I think it opened up nice, Rob. However, after a little aeration, would you consider decanting this wine?
I don't think it needs it. Just open it up for about 10 minutes.
Okay.
I will say that's the longest I've ever seen Nick's facial hair.
It's approaching. What did somebody call it? Well, we were talking about. Somebody said, "Who's Big Beard?" I said, "That's Big Beard," and that's Little Beard, and Tiny Beard. He goes, "Oh well, come on now. What did he call it?"
Oh God, I don't know what he called it, but it wasn't a beard.
It's all right. He seemed like he was a goatee fan.
You legitimately
altogether.
just grow facial hair like Lennon shaved it.
The guys in middle school had a different name for the way my mustache grows.
Middle school.
It sounded like honestly.
Guys in middle school.
Oh no! Like it literally has not changed since middle school.
We know you were not able to grow facial hair.
If it's growing like that now, it won't there.
It looked exactly the same
we
in
know,
8th grade. That's
we know
the
you were not
that's
able
the
to
best
grow
part.
facial hair until you got into college.
No, there was always the thing. I could always do the Trotsky.
He wasn't able to grow a beard until he read something about communism, and it's like now you're doomed to grow this. Oh.
Yeah, actually,
Your
a
facial
stick-on.
hair will ignite
It's
the
a
spirits
stick-on.
of working class people.
My alma
worldwide.
mater sends me a new goatee every month. If I keep the donations up,
my God.
It keeps getting longer.
He gets a letter from his college. Here's some more hair.
Yeah. Eventually, you get to the Lenin, and it's much respected.
In 3 years, it'll be long enough you can braid it a little bit.
Listen, if you make the gold pool donation, you look like the insert cover of Karl Marx is basically where I'm going with this one. Whatever though.
Oh, I thought you were going with the.
I got the
court,
Marx beard going
the
on
court.
over here.
Not jester, but the magician, the guy they.
Did he say magician or what did he say?
The guy they put to death for he was a hemophiliac.
Rasputin,
yeah,
the Mad Monk.
that's right.
Rasputin.
Yeah,
That's
horse dick.
I don't know about that.
Not
gonna
Are you
touch.
saying? I've heard that.
Rasputin was a member of a sex-obsessed Christian cult back in the day.
I've heard that the Tsar Nicholas II, and whom I'm named after, just the bearer of great news, they call him.
Yeah, you're named after a czar. Very cool.
Not just any. The second of his namesake.
And the last.
That's right.
It's amazing what a bullet to the brain will do.
Was Rasputin getting it on with the Tsarina?
Probably,
Right before they put him to death.
dude. No,
No, you think they were gentle enough for a bullet?
Oh,
They freaking dug his
dude.
eyes out, man.
dude, Rasputin was like notoriously a womanizer. Like he had like
they killed Rasputin 5 times before it finally took.
And actually,
they
there's
poisoned him, and he like legitimately died of drowning.
Yes,
And then
there's
came back.
a famous article that was written over like what do they call those? The old periodicals. I don't know. Russia had these literary magazines, and so someone would continue to write these annals of the death of Rasputin over and over again, like week after week. You would see like how they killed Rasputin again. It's great stuff. I'm pretty sure it was Bulgakov under a
He
pen
was
name.
legitimately just one of those people that he was cool for a while, and then at a certain point, everyone's like, "Dude, can he just like not
Yeah.
be here? Like, can we do something
it was
about
like-
this?"
It was like, yeah, I thought he was funny last week, but not so much this week.
We got what? I think the old Rasputin beer is good. I want to like think, would I be like him if I drank enough of these, or did Rasputin drink these?
What are we talking about drinking?
Just we have a beer. We've had it in the shop.
No, the
The
Imperial
old
Stouts.
Rasputin. Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha.
Odds are Rasputin probably didn't drink that because I don't know that Rasputin drank.
And if he did, God knows what he drank.
He probably drank weird hooch.
Weird hooch.
Like, what would he ferment? What?
Weird hooch.
You see, what the funny
would-
thing is, like, he
He
wasn't
would
this,
ferment cow urine.
he wasn't like a genius. So it goes back to the thing where it's like the young kid had hemophilia or
That's
whatever.
right. He's not. Rasputin is not very smart. He's just straight
And
charisma.
he suffered from pain, so they were like dosing this like hemophiliac with aspirin. And Rasputin's the one guy in the room like, hey, maybe we shouldn't give him aspirin. And boom, all of a sudden he stops bleeding out. Like, oh my God, this guy knows what he's talking about. He's great. Like, and he's literally just like, I don't know, aspirin doesn't cure everything.
You couldn't tell my dad that. He's just taking aspirin.
Ibuprofen was my miracle drug this morning.
Oh, did you do it? Did you?
Three of those straight to the head.
They didn't come back up in pill form.
No.
It's convenient.
I will say for the first third of the day, everything that I like burped tasted like
I
smoke.
think I ate some Tylenol at some point.
All 3 of us walked in for the meeting, and there was a customer in the lobby who seriously was like, "What the hell did all 3 of you do last night?" So speaking of which, why don't we get back to giving a rating on some stuff? I've got a PBR, salted caramel hard coffee right here. Who wants to start off? I'm taking bitters. One. Nick. Josh.
he's leaning on me.
I'll take it. I'll
all right.
take it for 2.
350, 5%.
Okay.
350, 5% ABV. I'm gonna give this one a solid 1.5. It is exactly what it says it is. It is a coffee flavored alcoholic beverage. It goes down easy. It's got the PBR label. You know what you're getting when you get into it. You're going to love it when you buy it, or you wouldn't buy it in the first place. Like,
Fair enough.
it's just
Fair enough. Nick, you have a follow up on that?
I wonder if hard coffee category is growing on me. I'm a beer guy. I like beer. So even I feel just as nice label. I'm happy to see the Pabst Blue Ribbon, but then even then I'm like a little deceived.
I do like softcore coffee.
I popped the tab on it and so,
What?
I'm just trying to figure out how fast I can come across this table and knock you out.
for real. I like hard coffee. It's growing on me. I could do this category. Loving beer. looking for a beer. You pop the top. It doesn't pop. It doesn't fizz.
Doesn't.
So it's just a different thing. Peeling back the lid on some hard coffee. It's good. I like it. I consider even throwing this over ice. This one does not, to me, scream out like mix me with something or put cream with me. There was one that we tried that I thought was very good, but just a touch of half and half, which made me even think like drop some Kahlua in there and you really start to have some fun. You know, which opens up this whole category with the fact that it's not a carbonated beverage. Is can you use hard coffees for mixing? So do they take a place on my bar stand just because I can make cool, espresso teenies? Bartenders hate those things, by the way. I'm going to say 1.4. It's not the best hard coffee I've tried. It's not unpleasant. It tastes good.
Okay.
I dig it.
All right.
I'll try Josh's scheme next time I have a day off. I'll try a couple hard coffees in the morning and see if I become a fan.
Okay. 1. Moving on.
1 for you?
I gave it a 1, yes.
Wow, there's your edgy secretary right there.
It's okay. It's okay. It's not anything spectacular. If I wanted to drink Yoo-hoo with
You just
alcohol
put
in
vodka
it,
in a
I'll
Yoo-hoo.
just put vodka in Yoo-hoo. Okay. Edmund's Oats.
That was scathing. That does sound good. Is that where the Kahlua comes in?
Edmund's Oats Brewing
Depends on
Company.
it.
Order of magnitude. It's an Imperial Sour. Nick, why don't you start us off?
Oh, I actually really like this. I was, just as I am slow to say, hey, I'm a hard coffee fan, I was slow to jump on the sour bandwagon. However, I've come to really appreciate these new American sours. They are something different than the old Belgian sours, which I did like that category. I'll admit that, but the whole addition of the fruits is really fun here. Tropical notes. The lacto in the brewing came through with like a yogurt-like tone. Really appreciated that. Altogether, it was like a really intoxicating smoothie. Like I could finish a workout, maybe drink my hard coffees, throw a towel around my neck at the gym, just act like I'm doing stuff, and then find somebody at the gym who wants to go study the order of magnitude with me at the office. That basically is what I'm thinking.
What was your rating?
I'm going to give this a 1.6.
Josh?
Order of magnitude. Order of magnitude. Really solid sour from Edmund's Oast. I have not been disappointed by any sour they put out. Well, really ever. I'm actually going to echo Nick on this. Well, you said 1.6. 1.6 is where I'm going to go with this. It's a good sour. It's not my personal favorite fruit profile for sours, hence why I'm not giving it a high rating. But the quality of the beer is there. I mean, it's a damn well-made Imperial Sour.
What
Par
is
for the
the
course.
ABV?
7.5.
Yeah, and like sours don't typically have that kind of ABV.
Yeah. Well, we do have an $8 sour with only 4.5 ABV.
That,
4.7.
that's Session. From Cascade.
Cascade.
Which,
really-
if you know
it's-
Cascade, yeah.
Cascade's
I love
always
Cascade
expensive.
Brewery, yes.
It's always
So-
expensive, and it's really good. But
So Edmund's Oast, Charleston, South Carolina. Imperial Sour, order of magnitude. I think 1.6 works for it. For me, they really. There's a lot of sour come through for me from the guava, from the mango. In addition to the sour ale itself. The fruit's there. It really complements everything, and then you have the lactose that comes through from that, and that's nice. So 1.7. Moving on to the Druids Fluid red wine, the blend.
Oh man, that really cheered me up.
What are you? That's not a flower.
It never gets old.
Is he over there drawing boobies again?
No.
Okay, so Druids Fluid. It's from Oregon. It is a blend. It's a Rhone blend. $19 a bottle. It has all these bio-organic and vegan labels on it. It's hippie juice. It's good.
Here's some gel pens.
I'm going 1.5 on this. And Nick?
I like this stuff. I like Oregon wine. I like this stuff. You baiting me?
Yeah.
Listen, if you could replicate that, then chuckle away. Chuckle master. Let's hear
Are you
chuckles.
still drawing?
I'm going to give this, I feel, a 1.7 coming on. Here's why.
But are we going to get there?
Biodynamic.
Or are we getting close to 1.7?
I'm,
You say you felt it coming on. You weren't there yet.
it's there.
All right.
I'm prepping to get fixing to.
Prepping to get to fix.
He's fixing to get ready to do something.
He's sound it out. I'd give that one, 1.7 overall. Hit the applause button on that. Nick finally gave a rating. Smashed them all. That was awesome.
It was one of them.
That was great. I think it was a drum shot. Here's why. This is the Druids Fluid. It's the greatest in hippie juice. This stuff is fabulous. Here's why. It's a nice old world blend done in a new world style. It's got the Oregon funk, but it's not too crazy. For all those stamps on the back Rob talked about, with the vegan, the this and the that, don't even classify this as separate from other wine. Oh, this is a vegan wine. This is wine, and a normal wine drinker will love this wine. A conventional. I said normal. A conventional. Somebody who drinks conventional wine. But the fact that they can throw the stamps on there too makes me really wonder if they need new Birkenstocks. At least, if not for their
If they need any Birkenstocks.
but their long-haired hippie
You're
children.
losing him. You're losing him. He's over there fading fast. He's fading
So-
fast.
You know, I'm actually not fading. I'm not fading. I'm just
Josh.
actually far more comfortable because I realized I can sit back and move the microphone to me, and like this is dangerously comfy.
Josh is a guy who gave up a sandal.
Yeah.
Gladly accepted it back. My friends, that is how you shoe the shoeless. I'm going to turn it over to Josh and see what he's got going.
Yeah, Druids Fluid, pretty solid. I like it. It tastes like biodynamic wine. There's like a little bit of funk going on in there.
You almost said that like it was a bad thing.
No, it tastes like natural wine. I mean, it's good.
Well, everybody wants organic wine until they try it.
Are you knocking it now? You just gave
I'm
it a
not
1.7.
knocking this. I said don't even compare this exclusive to organic wine.
Organic and biodynamic wines have very specific like flavor profiles that you don't necessarily find with. It's just because like the ways they have of, I guess, pesticides and things and whatever the process is, like they tend to have more funk. Every time I have them, they have more funk, which is not a bad thing. I like funk. I like this one a lot. Like Rob said earlier, when we tried it in the tasting, it was like in the middle of that period of time that I wasn't drinking. So, and I did say I wanted to like bring it in when I was drinking, and I do still like this a lot. So I'm gonna.
I don't know. He's just laughing. Don't look at me.
You don't have to laugh too.
I'm not.
True.
Well, yeah.
To the audience
I
at
kind
home,
of am a little.
I backed away from my microphone. I was caught in hysterical laughter, and it's not about what Josh said. I'm actually just doodling. I'm sorry. I'm doodling.
1-7.
1-7. All right, guys.
Anything you want to tell them, Josh?
So that was our very haphazard show this evening,
In the off chance that you actually made it this far,
or the off chance you might
or
actually
you're
want to watch us
just
ever
chiming
again.
in now,
If you're looking for a good prank to send to your friends, consider using our links
Somebody copy this.
for this show.
actually, a great prank would be to send us all of your friends' personal information, and then we'll crack a joke about them on air.
Hold on, I got this. I can do Josh. If you're out there watching our show thinking, those guys kind of look hungry, then please contribute to our eating.
Wait a minute. Before you go in for, you have to have more hair in your voice. There you go.
If you're thinking about donating to our fat stomachs, please send food our way so we can shove it down our pie holes while we taste these beautiful beverages.
You would shove it up. You would shove it up your butthole, not
No, pie
down.
hole, he said. Nothing about
I
butthole.
thought he said butthole.
Did you just tell me to shove it?
I believe I did. Yes, but we do prefer at this point in time.
We just had that just got a reaction from Lisa. Y'all are too funny tonight. Be safe driving home. And Gene, who just gave me a big smiley face laughing cat. So those are 2 of our 3 viewers. We actually pleased 2/3 of our.
If you decide to send us food, make sure it's fish flavored because Nick and I are loving some seafood.
Spicy lobster ramen is okay.
Smells like hell, tastes like heaven.
Definitely good for a boiled lunch.
So
I made that fish cake soup and the whole place smelled like a seafood market.
so
If you're watching us on YouTube, please do remember to like, comment, and subscribe below. Tell us what you're drinking. If you don't tell us what you're doing, we have no idea. We're not psychic.
we still have no idea what we're doing, regardless of whether you tell us or not. But we like to hear it.
Yeah.
If you're watching on Facebook, remind your friends to activate the notifications so you all know when we're going live.
Hey, you know what? I have got to give it to Nick because Nick caught on to the fact that we can now do a notification ahead of time.
If I'm gonna be
Facebook.
honest,
For somebody who's never on Facebook,
I
actually,
Facebook once a week.
I would be the kind of person to say,
yeah, your visitor.
delete your Facebook and move into a shed into the mountains. But
I thought I did. It turns out it was a swamp, and then you guys were already here.
yeah, move
Yeah.
into a mountain shack and start making liquor is my suggestion for everybody.
Alrighty, guys. Remember, like, comment, subscribe on YouTube.
Eat a
on
lot
below.
of trout.
Eat a lot of trout. Okay. Like, comment, subscribe. And you know what? You may have to put up with us again next week. We'll see you later.
You don't have to though.